Welcome back to another episode of My RC Life. Today, we got Traxxas Maxx 1-year teardown inspection and proper cleaning procedures. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? Traxxas Mike from My RC Life. This thing got landed upside down in water and then got ran immediately in a sand pit. But yeah, we should have hit this with air, and I kind of forgot about it. So now I have a heck of a mess on my hands. So we're going to go ahead and get this guy all cleaned up, go over some issues. Like right now, this thing's got so much junk in it that the fan won't even turn on. And I've tried cleaning it up, but it just ain't gonna get going. I need to take this whole thing off, but I can't even get these screws out. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Let's switch to the time lapse. I'm going to pull this receiver right on out of here. Don't even want it in here. I'm going to have to pull out my antenna wire. Alright, I'll leave the tube right on there. I should be able to pull it through the hole with the tube on it. If not, I'll just slide the tube. Ain't like that big of a deal, but yeah, it'll stay right on there. Okay, make sure. Okay, yep, that one's for my fans, and it's in channel 5, and then the other one's 1 and 2. Simple enough. Okay, we got that out. Alright, I got this is a version 1 Mamba Monster, non-waterproof, and I waterproofed it myself. Because I like to run my stuff in the wet before you could run it in the wet. You know how it goes, guys. That's why the thing's still around this long. Friggin' 8 years later. It looks like crap, but I try to keep care of it, you know. Like this fan not spinning. That's going to bug me, so I'm going to sit here and mess with it until I get it working correctly again. Alright guys, so I got the ESC and the receiver out. The brushless motor I'm not worried about, and the servo I'm not worried about either. But yeah, we're going to give this a bath. Now I do use hot water. I got a few different settings. I'm going to put it on some type of, you know, some hard set like that, or that one. We're going to get in here and just go to work on it, you know, because all that dirt was just hard. Just so freaking hardened up, like cement almost. It's kind of crazy. There she is. Max, don't you dare shake! Ah, Max! Oh, jeez. That looks a lot better, don't it, guys? Let's bring it out to the better light here. Get out of my dirty bathroom. Ew, I don't even want to sit it down on that countertop. Now, let's clean this off. I'm going to let it dry. But yeah, down there it ain't caked with freaking crap. And here it ain't caked with crap. It's a little bit dirty. But it's not like it's going to stay clean. But there is a few other things we can get to. Things like cleaning this motor, heat sink and fan up. Cleaning these rims up. Well, those don't look like that bad of a job. Uh-huh. What'd you say? And I want to do something with this body. I don't even know if I'm going to even peel off the bottom side. I think I may just put a layer on the outside like I did with the UDR. Keep the layer it has on the underside. Maybe put a strip or two in where it could use a little. Maybe one across the back. A few slices in here. And a couple across this front on the underside. And then go to work on the outside. Don't put the brake clean on your bodies. I don't know why or what, but everywhere where there was a crack and I sprayed that brake clean on, it just started any little slight crack. The body just got brittle. Like this whole thing is just, I don't know why. Like I sprayed the underside too, and it just, even this back here, at the beginning of my video, I showed it up close. It was dirty, but whatever, you know. And then I sprayed it with that. I could feel it getting like weak in my hands as I was wiping it down, but that really sucks, guys. Woo, it's hot. These work good because they roll the end of a lot of your precision screwdrivers, and they got a rubber end on them. You push down in the little corners. I just kind of figured that one out for myself just now. I was like, wow, that would be a good little trick. And I'll even show the viewers. So we learned something at the same time, guys. Look at that. Almost gets a gloss to it. That's when you know it's done. It's a shame that it pulls the black stuff away from the adhesive edge and leaves these little white strips, especially on pieces where I gotta come like diagonal, so it's got like that chunk. It don't look like a nice straight line. It just makes it look a little bit more generic, you know, redneck, whatever you want to call it. But hey, I don't care. I'm just trying to breathe a little extra life back into this body. I don't got tons of money to spend on bodies. I see there's a little bubble here. I need to make a small slice just because it comes down into that sharp angle of that window and door. an A-pillar and stuff. Just put a slice in it, take something like this, make sure it's good and pressed down. You want to make sure all your seams get pushed real hard. I'll even hold the body, like see it's got like this shape in it. I'll hold it in my hand and push it so tight that I actually roll the shape out of it and I roll the tape on a flat surface. Now you can't do that on like the back corners and stuff obviously, but just another little trick to getting it to adhere good. Alright, I'm not going to redo the bottom side, especially since it started doing this crap after I rubbed it down with brake cleaner. I'm just going to do the outside and until I can get a new body. Anyone wanting to buy me a new body, send it to Traxxas Mike, P.O. Box. No, I'm kidding. I don't have a P.O. Box. Alright, so we got that. And we got this thing all cleaned up. I gotta let it dry. And I'm gonna turn it upside down, let it dry all night. And we may wipe it down a little bit, make it a little bit pretty. But we gotta fix this here and that there. And we're gonna do that in the morning. So I'll see you then. Good morning. Okay. Yes, I am in my house coat, my bathrobe. No, I am not naked underneath it. It's 7 something in the morning and I just still have my house coat on. So if you don't like it, whatever. I'm trying to unscrew this screw. The screw's actually set up in the plastic, but when I spin the whole plastic around, it is unscrewing. So that's kind of what I'm hoping I can get accomplished here. Oh yeah, it's gonna work. I'm glad I sprayed all this stuff with WD-40 on my plastics and made them very pliable, because as you can see, it works. Okay, so yeah, that's the reason why I couldn't get this out with the screwdriver. It's because it was just seized up in there. Yeah, the reason why they, see, this one ain't near as bad, but this one is all crappy. Got sand and rust and whatever, and they just seized up inside that groove there, you know. So yeah, hey, we got that off too. All right. Now you notice, see how this one looks nice and that one don't? I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe, but I'm going to do something to fix that. All right, we're going to take this right here and we're going to put a crosshatch in it. That actually works so good, and I'm afraid of this one stripping out on me too in the future. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing. Now we got that one fixed way before it ever gives us any problems. Since we fixed this one before, it actually got good grip with the Phillips even. Like I can even, ouch! Ouch, that hurt. But yeah, I can even spin it in the vice grips with the screwdriver. Because a lot of times you can't use a Phillips screwdriver after you, man, that hurt. After you make a cut, you can only use like a straight. I've done a WD-40 treatment on this in a long time. So what better time to do a WD-40 treatment than the present? I'm going to start on the bottom, I'm thinking. Alright guys, now I'm going to go ahead and let that sit and soak in for a while. I'll wipe it down and we'll come in and install these bad boys. It's been a few hours, half a day or so. And now, like in this area here, it's going to be a little wet. And in the battery tray, you know, obviously it's going to puddle there. But like where I've sprayed here and stuff, like, okay, see my finger? The plastic will soak that WD-40, that penetrating oil. It will soak it in. So now we are going to go ahead and give it a little wipe down. Well, guys, what can I say? Wiping it out wasn't going to work the best. Getting in all them little octagons ain't going to work the best. If I just let it sit overnight, it would probably be fine because it would soak it all up. But I don't got it all night. So, air compressor. You put it right in here. And you give it a little, I like this because it's got the little threads on the end. You can screw it in and it bites down in there and it stays. Switch for your air compressor. Alright guys, it ain't holding the water anymore. And now like we'll have to do a little light wipe down now, but other than that, back upstairs. Alright, now we're just kind of wiping her down a bit. Alright guys, got that all cleaned up. I'm ready to start reassembling. Alright, let's get into this here. Okay, and like always, GPM comes with brand new stainless steel hardware for all of your stuff. Adjustable tie rod ends and an adjustable steering servo rod. Alright. Time to bolt these suckers back on. Put a little bit of the blue Loctite. Alright guys, that don't look too bad. Thanks for tuning in for another episode of My RC Life. If you haven't subscribed, do that now. And don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. Thanks again.